Hi, my name is Ed Knighton, and I'm your host for this episode of Our Ventura. Today, I'm here with our very own George Alger, and we'll be speaking about Our Ventura. Hi, George.
Hey, Mr. Ed, greetings at you.
Welcome. So tell us, exactly what is Our Ventura?
Yeah, so Our Ventura is a weekly television program that's produced here at CAPS TV on 65 Day Road in Ventura. And it's really a forum for the community, particularly people who are doing good things in Ventura County and the surrounding area. So it's broadcast weekly on Ventura Channel 6, and it also goes online at OurVentura.com. Every week there's a new show that's on TV and a new show that goes online.
So the parameters or the viewing audience of Our Ventura, that's confined to only Ventura, or can it go outside?
Well, for the television station, it is in Ventura itself. For online, of course, it's anyone in the world can watch it who's got an internet connection.
Oh, very good. Now, let's say if you have your own business, you're a business owner, or if you're just an employee, are you able to promote the business?
Well, anyone has the potential to be able to come on the show and discuss something that would be of educational or entertaining value to the public, but it's non-commercial. It's so it's part of a national public access network of television stations, and this station in particular, CAPS TV, is affiliated with Ventura Council, Ventura City Council. So, as a community service, it is there for people who would like to come in and be involved with the show. It's actually called, or the TV station likes to position it as the voice of Ventura. So people can come in and do their own shows. In this case, I produce Our Ventura. So I'm interested in having guests and different hosts. So we have about 10 or 12 different hosts, and then we have different guests. So there's kind of a variety every time the show comes on. But I'm looking for guests who are doing things in the community that are of interest or value. So the short answer to your question is that anyone potentially can come on the show, but really it's not a forum to promote one's business.
I see. That makes sense. Now, you mentioned guests and hosts, and people doing things in Ventura are guests, but how do you find the guests? Is there an ad that they answer, or how do they come? And then part B of that question is, how do you find the hosts?
Yeah. Well, the show's on television, the show's on OurVentura.com. So what occurs is people contact me. You can go to OurVentura.com, click contact, and people say, hey, I'd like to be on the show. What's it take? And of course all the information is there anyway, but I'll just make sure that we're going to be talking about something that is of interest to the community, or actually, mostly I'm just going to make sure it's not a commercial message.
I see. And
then I'll pair them up with a host that I think might fit well with their particular topic. So we have hosts that are pretty good with artists, and hosts that are really good with city-related things, and hosts that are done a lot of things with the theater. Hosts that can, you name it, whatever the topic might be. Health, I have some hosts that are particularly interested in covering health topics. So it's just a matter of, all right, I just want to find out what the topic is, and then we'll connect them up with someone that will work with them. As far as being a host, really that's just a matter of someone contacting me. Similarly, just go to OurVentura.com, click contact, and say, hey, I'd like to audition, and I'd like to get a little more information about the person, and sometimes I meet them here before we have them do an audition, and at some point we'll have them do an audition. And an audition really is a show.
Oh.
So they'll bring in their own guests, and as long as the show goes fine, we'll put it on the air. But if the person doesn't present them, if the host doesn't present himself very well or doesn't present the guests very well, we're not out here to make people look bad, so we'll just say, why don't we do this again at another time?
I see.
So, we've done that as well. So really, It's just, if a person is interested in being a guest or being a host, it's just simple. Just go to OurVentura.com and click contact.
Very good. And also for our viewing audience, is there a waiting list or is there a timeline? Do they have to wait a week, a month, 6 months, 1 day?
Good question. The shows are normally recorded in one afternoon per month. And normally we'll actually record 4 or 5 programs each month, and then those are broadcast in the future. And I have a lot of programs, and so there is a line. The show may not go up for a number of weeks.
I see.
So it's hard to say. It depends on what time of year that the show may be there. I'm trying to now double up and put more programs up every week, so therefore I can kind of handle some of the surplus of shows that I have right now. Ultimately, I'd like to get it down so that if we're doing 4 or 5 shows in one afternoon, that the last show of the day would be put up, in about 5 or 6 weeks kind of thing.
I see. Now, this is public access TV. However, for either a host or a guest, are there opportunities for them to have more of a commercial opportunity? Could this be a platform for that, or?
Yes, but in fact, it wouldn't be through this particular program. So this particular program, OurVentura.com, is a public access station. Actually, it's a public access program on a public access station, which is Channel 6 in Ventura. So that's non-commercial. However, we can do commercial programs that'll go out to Ventura County, that'll go out to LA County, that'll go out to Santa Barbara County, that'll go out to all of California, and that could go out nationally. I mean, but we are talking money now, all right? So the public access is essentially free. I mean, as a producer, I pay a nominal fee every year to broadcast shows, but I don't pay for every show that gets broadcast. Now, if we have any commercial messages, that would go on a different channel, and then there would be, there's money involved with that. I
see. Meaning such that the host, or I guess the guest, would actually pay for that service?
It could be. It could also be that there's sponsors for a show. So if a person has an idea, hey, I'd like to do this, either this one show or more routinely, it would be a series. I want to try out these 5 or these 13 shows here. And now it's a matter of, okay, well, some funding has to come to the table here to actually get them broadcast. So in that case, if a person has, it could be one sponsor or it could be a series of sponsors. So you could put together a package and get some of your friends, or just go, call on businesses and say, hey, I'm doing a show that would be of interest to your customers. Would you like to sponsor it? Or would you like to have a commercial on it? And that could be done as well. So it could be done in a variety of different ways. It's still going to come down to someone's going to be paying the money so that it can be broadcast.
Exciting, yeah, very good. Now, I noticed on the website that there are several tips for the host and for the guest. Coming from the producer, what are just a few of the tips that you would like to see from either, well, let's say the guest first and then the host? Yeah.
Well, the main thing I'm looking for is people that are easy to work with. This is just, we try to keep this as a light, fun kind of activity, and therefore it's like, all right, if I like to work with fun people. I like to work with people that I like. And for hosts who are going to be on the show regularly, then punctuality is important, because we are doing a number of shows in in one afternoon, and that means, well, the main thing is you can't come late, all right, because it's kind of a dominoes effect. For anyone who comes late, then it will impact the later programs of the day, and everyone's busy. So we have the hosts are coming in, they're taking time out of their day. The guests are coming in, they're taking time out of their day. So I really try to run the program so that people can come in and they know that when they're scheduled to do a show, they're going to be doing a show at that time.
I see. Okay. So coming up for 2012, are there any sort of upcoming events, goals, or just anything that you would like the community to know about Our Ventura?
Well, always looking to provide a forum to more people. So if, if anyone who's watching the show is interested in talking about something that they are doing that would be of value or interest to the community, just encourage them to go to OurVentura.com and click on contact and let me know. And I usually get back to folks pretty quickly. I try to reply within 24 hours, but there are times I'm out of town. But for the most part, someone will get a reply back pretty quickly.
Great, great. We're just about out of time here. Thank you for joining us here in your own home, right? I feel very comfortable.
Seems like my home, I'll tell you, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just on behalf of Our Ventura, thank you for all of your hard work and the exposure that you give to the community and the folks doing such good things, good works in the community, and letting them know what's happening in and around town.
Good, and if I may, I actually would like to put a plug in for our director. So I'm the producer. We have a director, PETRINA Sharp, and she's someone that every host and every guest will meet when they come on the set. And she also makes the show kind of fun and just a real friendly, easy person to work with. So I want to make sure she gets her notice as well.
Well, thank you, George. This has been a very special episode of Our Ventura. Thank you for letting us know about more about the behind the scenes of Our Ventura. I'm Ed Knighton, and until next time, thank you for watching Our Ventura.